Okay guys, real quick, I'm going to touch, and it won't be real quick, but I'm going to touch on one of the dirtiest words in the industry, profit, right? Something that we're all afraid to admit to our customers. And why are we afraid to admit to our customers profitability? The reason is because we don't see value in what we're offering them. Because let's face it, this is America. This is a country that is founded off of the transaction of a service or goods that has a value to somebody else, and they're willing to pay you a profit margin. So I'm going to launch into a quick story. Jose, for those of you guys that know me, could attest to this because I picked him up one night when we were in Connecticut, and I said, Jose, I'm going to go buy a laptop. You want to go for a ride? And we went over to Best Buy. And I walked into Best Buy, and I walked through their area where they had all the laptops set up, and I was lifting each one up and looking at it, and I'm not a computer genius by any means. I could get my way around, but all of a sudden there was this wealth of information, right? And I just I felt all of a sudden like I wanted to go home and do some research because I didn't have all of the answers. And what would have happened is I would have gone home and I would have done a whole bunch of research. I would have confused myself even a little bit more because it would have taken me months to reach a conclusion on what would be the best laptop for me. When the difference really doesn't matter, because what I use a laptop for, who the hell cares about all the rest of it? I probably could have bought the cheapest one there. So I walked around with Jose, and him and I, combined our lack of knowledge, and it reached a point where I was saying, okay, listen, let's get out of here. I'll do a little bit of research and I'll figure out, maybe I'll pick one up online or something. And I was walking out. It was right before closing. They had already done the, all shoppers, please grab your last purchase and get to the register. And I had gotten to the cell phone section on my way towards the door, and I heard, "Excuse me, sir." I turn around. There's a gentleman there, and he goes, "Real quick, I touched base with a couple of my guys. I saw you walking through the laptop department there. You looked at a ton of laptops. I told them to make sure that they got over there and make sure that you don't leave the store without a laptop. Which one of them did you speak to?" So he was dead trapping me because he already knew the answer, and the answer was I didn't speak to any of them. And I knew right then I was buying one, if only to prove the point, for him to be able to walk in tomorrow morning and say, you see why? He said, "So I know you're going to buy a laptop, so if you don't mind me asking, what do you do with a laptop?" And then he started asking me about work. "God, what do you do for work?" "No kidding, how long have you been doing that? And where's your company based out of?" "Oh, that's awesome. Wow. And so you travel all over the place?" "Oh, now you're predominantly..." He didn't give a shit, let's not mistake it, but he pretended that he did, and he let me talk about me. And what he did was he extracted all of the information that he needed, and as he held additional education, he said, "Here, follow me real quick." He walked me back over, and he walked me right towards a laptop that's sitting right behind the camera right now. And he said, "God, this is going to be the absolute perfect laptop for you. There's a couple models up from here, but they don't offer the full functionality of the number keypad over here on the side. So they're more of a gaming type computer. But this one's going to multitask all the stuff that you need." And he just immediately rolled into how this computer was going to do everything it is that I already told him I do with a computer on a day-to-day basis, and why I was looking for a computer. Now I knew I was going to buy something from him, but I appreciated what he did so much that I bought a laptop, I bought 2 cooling pads, I bought a wireless keyboard and mouse, I bought an external hard drive. I spent $3,500 or $3,800 at Best Buy, like that. And he did it all after hours. Now I could have been wrapped up and out the door long before then if anybody had actually had the initiative and the drive to approach me and say something like that. However, if one of them had approached me and said, "Hey, can I help you with something?" well, what would my response have been? "I'm just looking, buddy. Don't worry about it." Now, if you were just an average person, you never spent a day in the car business, that story would seem like, oh, okay, great. However, it had so many connections to you guys because it was the same sales process that we work. This guy came over, he made me feel important. He got me to talk about me. He let me load his gun with all of the ammunition necessary for him to do exactly what he intended to do, and that was sell me a laptop. And I didn't ask for 15 cents off. I didn't care, because this guy took all of how much time and effort would I have spent in shopping, and really it wouldn't have mattered. And would I have saved any money? Maybe a little bit, but the value that he brought in the conviction, in the fact that I believed him, there was true value in that, and I spent the money in 2 seconds, and I would do it 10 times over. Matter of fact, I feel like I should travel, every time I buy a laptop, I should travel to that same Best Buy and buy them from that guy. And that's in Connecticut, and it's a laptop. Now think about what kind of loyalty are we pulling from our customers, because what are we offering them? The reason that you're so afraid of talking about profit, the reason why you're afraid to tell a customer that yes, you're paid off of commission, is because you don't see the value in what you offer, because quite frankly, you haven't put in the effort necessary for there to be true value there. So make a commitment to your job, make a commitment to your career, make a commitment to get better every single day, because there's no such thing as standing still. You're either progressing or digressing. The world around you, the industry that you work in, you think about everything is constantly changing. Technology is advancing, the rate of inflation, everything's always changing around you. So if you're just coasting, as a matter of fact, relative to your surroundings, you're getting worse. So you're either getting better or you're getting worse. So let's make sure that you guys are taking the time to mentally dedicate a little portion of every single day to training. And now I'm not going to be able to offer every single one of you all the training that you need. That's going to require initiative. If you look up, I've got boxes of books. Every one of my bookshelves has books on automotive sales, on leadership, on management. Why? Not because I got a whole bunch of Christmas gifts of books, but because I invested in my own education in something that I took seriously. You guys need to start doing the same. Let's make a commitment to get better and get better every single day. And I promise you, once you start doing that, you'll be completely reinvigorated with the industry, and you will take so much more satisfaction in showing up to work, and you will actually find that you make more money when you believe in what you're offering.